Right? This was a Twitter request, and it said, seeing as I like underrated guitar players, which is true, we do love a guitar player on this channel, um, and Canadian bands, which, yeah, after Canada Day, which I have actually got more tracks from Triumph and April Wine, or April Wine, and yeah, so yeah, they'll be coming up as well at some point. But yeah, I wanted to check this out because I haven't done this matey before, and it's an underrated guitar player and Canadian. So let's see. Um, yeah, Frank Marino live at the Agora Theatre. Something's coming our way. Hopefully, I don't have to block the video out. Hopefully, but you really never know with these things. Um, but yeah, let's go. Okay. Yeah. All right. I wasn't expecting this because I was expecting blues or rock and roll, and it's kind of, but it's very different too. Canada, you love your difference. Like, you motherfuckers are different. Um, yeah, and he looks like a funny enough, he looks like a cross between Neil Young and Geddy Lee, and that's like, what's the Neil Young clip where he does? Is it Mr. Soul? And he's got literally similar to what that mate he's wearing, but Neil Young's is way more over the top than that, but it has the tassels coming off of the forearm. Um, but yeah, let's go because this is mad. I wasn't expecting this. Is so different. I was not expecting this. It took me honestly by surprise. Drummers fucking banging, literally. Yeah. 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 Hold on, hold on. I'll go back. Because this is fucking fire. And again, it's different. It's so different even in his solos. Like I can hear so much. There's like sounds like he's using the pentatonic scale more than a blues scale. But then he just has these bursts of like. Because I was also saying, I can bet you this man is a fan of Rory Gallagher. I said every time I've said it, I said it about Brian May, and I said it about Alex Lifeson's from Rush, and both times I was right. And I'm guessing he is too, or if not, he has to. Well, it's very different to Rory how Rory plays, but there's just little things he was doing where yeah, when you hear them, it's like yeah, a, normally it's from Rory Gallagher. That's not to say he is no, because he's also got a hell of a lot of other things. I'll tell you who he's the nearest to is Zappa, I think, because Frank Zappa has got like he's got such a weird take on playing the guitar, and I feel he has too. Like his notes are not. It's not regular what he's doing, and it's um it just works. But the whole thing's not. The whole track isn't regular. It's like a kind of. It's a very weird track. Um, and I mean that solo was fine. We're gonna carry on. I don't know how long the solo goes on for, but I had to stop it there because I didn't know if we was gonna keep going and going and going. So, but shout out to the drummer. The fucking drummer is he's got some skills. Let's go. Yeah. Jesus, there's so much he's doing. Fucking hell. Yeah. says fire. Well, well. That was, yeah, that was something else. I tell you, you Canadians are some different motherfuckers. Again, but honestly, Zappa is the nearest I've heard to someone play like that, as different and as out there, but yet somehow it still all worked. And I also what I found impressive was how the band. I mean, obviously, when he clicked the pedal, must be a sign that he's gonna switch up because all of a sudden the band just started going into other bits, and they'd kept the kind of same backing for a while he was soloing, and then when he clicked the pedal and went over and started, yeah, running through, they started to change and go off like, yeah, very well done. Like as a band, it was like very well put together. But his guitar playing, fucking hell, fucking hell. I mean, there was just no end to the amount of things I could hear, like different styles of guitar playing, all being, and again, that's Zappa. This reminds me very much of how Zappa plays, and with Zappa, all of a sudden, 1 minute it's classical, you can kind of hear a classical style, then there's a kind of Spanish Latino style, then it's blues, then it's rock, then it's, and that's what I felt he was. There's so many, and I'll tell you who else is like that is Stevie Ray Vaughan. There's always a lot of different things. Although he seems to like blues, he likes blues. And I don't think there's anybody that can touch him when it comes to blues. Maybe Peter Green, but that's different, a different way of playing. But this, mate, yeah, and it's something about you Canadians. I mean, Rush is some of the most different shit I've ever heard in my life. Um, and this has seemed very similar. So not similar. It's similar in how complex it all was. Like not the band much. Like the band wasn't as complicated as Rush. I don't think any band on the planet is. But Yeah, he's just his guitar playing. That was very, very impressive. Very, very impressive. I definitely have to do more of him as well. Somehow I'll try and fit new. I keep adding new people. Do you know who else I just remembered the other day was Pantera? I haven't done. Yeah, I started and then just it is a. It's hard to keep on top of things, especially when there's people that want. When there's a lot of people that want a certain thing, you kind of just end up thinking about that because you're getting that's what you're getting the most, so you just do that. But yeah, it's hard to kind of remember everything you're doing, especially when you do as fucking much different shit as I do. Um, but yeah, I fucking thoroughly enjoyed that. Yeah, I thought that was great. He's fucking unbelievable. But yeah, that's the reaction. Sweet.